Hope I don't lose some of you on this, but I'm about to say something really controversial. I really like cold weather. I don't know what it is. There's just something about me. I'd much rather be cold than hot. So on a day like today, when it feels unseasonably warm, I know we live in Indiana, that's how it goes. But there's something about me that just is enjoying it less. But it's just a reminder to me of how many things are just out of my control. I know we've kind of already seen that a lot through these last year and a half, going through COVID, through this pandemic. But it's just that reminder that there are so many things that are out of our control in our lives, like whether it's the seasons that change, the sun rises, our kids growing up. Maybe it's like this song that comes on the radio or someone picks it and there's you have some weird history or connection to that song, and so now it instantly maybe makes you feel really happy, or maybe it makes you feel sad. Or maybe you're driving, you pull up to where you're about to go, and then it just starts downpouring, torrential rain, and you gotta go right through it. Maybe it's a family member or a friend who passes away. Or maybe it's even a new relationship or a friendship that kind of started that you didn't see coming. So much of our life is unpredictable. There's so much change that's happening. And I think more change than we really like to admit that we aren't really in control of. And so what we do have control over is when we decide, are we going to let that change make us better or worse? Are we going to be a better version of ourselves because of that change? Or are we going to be a worse version of ourselves? And I think specifically the reason we're talking about this is because in this Advent season, there's this question that I think kind of needs to be brought up because of the incarnation, because of Jesus being born, God being with us. And that's simply this: does God want to change us for better or for worse through the gift of the incarnation? Is it making us better versions of who we could be? Or is it making us worse? Or are we not really changing? God is coming down to live with us. There's this verse in Isaiah 9:6. You probably hear it all the time during the Christmas season. It says, "A child is born to us, a son is given to us, and authority will be on his shoulders." I love that. Authority will be on his shoulders. Because we have a God that when everything else is changing, all these different things that are out of our control that we can't change, we have a God that is in control. So in this Advent season, how is the gift of God being with us changing you for the better?